Hyperliquid has a unique dual layer architecture, and with QuickNode, you can access both the layers with just one single endpoint. In this video, we will see how you, as a user, can access the complete Hyperliquid data stack. So without any further ado, let's jump into it. First, let's understand the two layers. HyperCore is the high-performance order book engine. It handles trades, orders, and liquidations. Think of it as the trading infrastructure. Whereas Hyper EVM, on the other hand, is the EVM-compatible smart contract layer. If you're building DeFi apps, deploying smart contracts, or working with standard Ethereum tools like Foundry, Hard Hat, VM, you will be working on this layer. If you want to learn more about the differences between HyperCore and Hyper EVM, check out the video linked in the I button above. Now let's start with the part where we see how we can access Hyper EVM data. In your QuickNode dashboard, find the Hyperliquid endpoint, create one if you don't have one already, and go to the overview section of your endpoint. Then go to this section on the extreme right hand side where you see all the endpoint URLs. The section is called API Access URL. And over there, under the RPC tab, you'll find two EVM endpoints. The first EVM endpoint is with the /EVM slug. This is your default endpoint which you can use to do RPC calls like ETH block number, ETH send raw transaction, ETH get transaction by hash, and all the smart contract interactions. The second one is the archive EVM endpoint with /nanoreth slug. You can use this for historical data, for trace calls like trace block, and all the debug calls. For WebSocket connections on Hyper EVM, switch to the WSS tab, and over there you will see the EVM WebSocket URL with /nanoreth slug. One thing very important to keep in mind over here is that WebSockets on Hyper EVM only works with /nanoreth slug, not with your standard /EVM slug, which we saw earlier in RPC, like this. So if you want to connect to Hyper EVM using WebSockets, you'll have to use this URL with /nanoreth slug. It's very easy. You just have to copy it from here. So to summarize Hyper EVM, /EVM slug is for your standard RPC, and /nanoreth slug is for archival data, trace and debug calls, and WebSocket connections. Now let's look at HyperCore, the trading layer. Back in the RPC tab, you will find the HyperCore endpoint with the /HyperCore slug. You can use this endpoint to access HyperCore data streams via JSON RPC to access data like trades, order books, events, blocks, etc. on the HyperCore side. This can be used to get data in real time as well as for historical data. For WebSocket connections to HyperCore data streams, just go to the WSS tab and you will find the HyperCore WebSocket URL. This HyperCore WebSocket URL is a little bit different than the WebSocket URL for Hyper EVM, which we saw earlier. So this WebSocket URL is with /HyperCore/WS slug. So to show you all how it looks like, let me paste it over here, where this is your standard WebSocket URL, which is followed by /HyperCore/WS. This gives you real-time streaming of trades, orders, order book updates, events, blocks from the HyperCore side, ideal for any trading application. Now, for high performance pipelines, you will have to go to the gRPC tab. And over here, you'll see the setup is a little bit different from what we saw earlier with RPCs and WebSockets. Over here, the host endpoint URL is without the HTTPS prefix and without any slug paths, but with a 10,000 port number and authentication token. So this protocol runs over gRPC with TLS, ideal for high frequency trading, analytics, and trading bots, where one needs access to HyperCore data streams with lowest possible latency. Finally, for market data and user queries, use the /info slug. Using that, you can access exchange metadata, order book histories, account balances histories, and trading histories. And using the /info slug, you can access all of these methods. What you basically have to do is copy any of the RPC URLs. Let's say that you copy the EVM RPC URL, and you just have to replace the ending slug with /info, and then you will be able to use all of these info methods. To summarize the HyperCore part, use the /HyperCore slug to access data streams via JSON RPC for real-time as well as historical access. For WebSockets, use /HyperCore/WS slug. And for gRPC, use the host endpoint along with 10,000 port number plus the authentication token. You'll get all of these in the dashboard. And for market and user data, use the /info endpoint. And that's the complete Hyperliquid data stack on QuickNode. Full access to Hyper EVM as well as HyperCore with just one endpoint where you just have to change the ending slugs of the URLs. Hope this video was helpful, and if it was, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the QuickNode YouTube channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.